What's up? What's up? What's up? This is Just Ray, aka Just. What's going on? Sorry for the delay. I know I started a video September 1st and kind of, long story short, living in Vegas, moved back to Arizona. Apologize for the inconvenience. Let's get it going. Peace. Want to talk about something with you guys, with my viewers and new viewers and people who may catch my video. About I'm up in age, in my 40s, and I look at things on social media, and and I read a lot. I try to keep my brain fresh, and I say this: yes, Black Lives Matter, but us killing each other. Before, put it like this: before I'll complain about a cop killing us, I'll complain about us killing us first. And it seems to me that we're quick to say, "Oh, the law is doing us wrong," and I'm not saying they're not, but when when you see things on social media, how you see the younger generation fighting each other or doing outlandish things that even disturb me. Me being a youth, I made mistakes, and I pay the price for it, and it was a lesson well learned. And I feel like this generation has a I don't give a fuck attitude. And it's scary. I got 3 boys and a daughter, and I want them to have the best of what I didn't. But also, I want them to understand that you can't go in this world and think you're better or cause people harm and think it's okay. And don't let nobody harm you either. But it's scary because it's like we don't care about what we're doing to each other and how we're doing to each other. And it's upsetting, very upsetting. And as I said a minute ago, I mean, I do understand there is police brutality, just been going on for centuries with, through life, and then also decades and hundreds of years of how, society always geared themselves towards people of color in the so-called America. And we know it's not right, but the best way to fight it is hit them, complain to your councilman, petition them, do the things that they would do to you. Yelling and screaming in their face isn't going to do nothing. I've learned this a long time ago that you can yell all day. They find that hostile and agitating, and they want you to do something out of pocket so they can lock you up and put you in that cage. But before I even get to that, as I was saying, I advocate for us to love each other and work together and get things right, because we're so quick to kill each other. We're hesitant and act like as if it's nothing. And then we're so quick to criticize each other in ways that I don't even quite understand sometimes. Like you got light skin, dark skin. Listen, it's enough to be being just plain black in America, or brown, or whatever, as my children would say, being a brown American in this society. And it's scary because we're labeling ourselves and separating ourselves from each other in such a way that who's winning? Not us. I mean, it's heart wrenching in a way because I was born in the '60s, and I remember growing up in Michigan, Detroit, where people would walk down the streets and advocate to educate you and pay you to be a strong-minded individual and to show self-love and show love to your fellow man. I remember in Detroit growing up, or in Michigan in general, period, even when I moved to Grand Rapids, Michigan, that if, let's say, if I got in a fight with a person, a Caucasian or something like that, or let's say I'll fight two Caucasians, that person of my race would jump in and help me without hesitant. And I remember that happened one time with me. I'm looking over like I'm fighting these people, and this guy jumped in, and I remember he helping me get them off of me. And that man's like, and he was like, "I got you, man." And I was like, "Oh, who are you? Do I know you?" And he said, "No, man." I remember the words exactly what he said. He said, "Man, when my family told me if you see one of us fighting them, you jump in and help each other because we all we have, we all we got." And I remember those things. You damn well wouldn't get that today. Of anything, people throw out their cameras and watch, which is I think is fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes I wonder where's the love. Are we the older generation have pampered and spoiled the younger generation to a point where they think everything is entitled to them? And that's what I mean about saying before I advocate about a police officer, I'm going to advocate about us, how we need to stand together and work together and get things done. I can go on, and it's heart wrenching. I'm going to give you a prime example how society is against us. President Barack Obama, I think he's one of a great president. He's done a lot of things, get jobs in. People up in Congress hate that man just because. I think since he's been in office, I have seen more blatant racism in your face, in your face. But they would justify it as, and because he won't swing their way, he won't give in. But when he got reelected, and I say, touche. That showed them. They said, you know what? Regardless of what you say, the public loved him. Let me say that again. The public loved him. When you get reelected, that says a lot. Regardless of what they may say or what they may feel, the younger generation saw beyond the shade of his skin. And I applaud them. But then part of the younger generation, which I say that's from my ethnicity, get the word out. You know what I mean. But there's some positive ones and there's some negative ones. But how can I reach those who is blinded by the ignorance of their stupidity and doings and not educating themselves, being ignorant out in the street. You know, I mean, we are such so much more than wilding out, dancing, buffooning, singing, jigabooting. I mean, we're so much more. I mean, if you read the history, do you know? And I say this, people. Do you know that 95%, and maybe probably more than that, 95% of everything in America is basically made by people of color that contribute. And I say this: don't take my word for it. Google it. We have played such a valued part in the building of this America. I can't call it all great. You know what I'm saying? Because we're still struggling with it. And when people of another color tell me, "Oh, you guys just need to get over it," get over what? We ain't getting over 9/11. Well, we're supposed to get over civil rights of how blacks was, you know, whipped into a working process. People kills me with that. You know what I'm saying? You say don't forget 9/11, but forget the other atrocities of, you know, of what African Americans went through. You know, we had our own Holocaust here in America. People don't want to mention that or say that. How there was a town that was all nothing but black African Americans that self-served themselves, had their own banking, own grocery stores, and the other towns was jealous of what their accomplishments was, and they started a race riot, but yet flipped it around and said it was them. Started a race riot because they was doing better, and when they complained before that, said, you know, well, you guys need to be your own people, and when they did it and did it well, they was punished for it. Read about this. I say this again. Everything I say, don't take my word for it. Google, research, learn. Um, there's so much out here that we people of color have given, helped create, pushed, endorsed more than some people want to. A lot of people won't even want to give us credit for it. If you look at history books, for example, and look at history books in general, they really don't talk about too much of. They talk about maybe the Wright brothers, Ford. You know what I'm saying? And they really don't talk about him inventing it. They just say he created a car factory. You know what I'm saying? Make you wonder. But Thomas Edison, but then we found out a black man helped him invent it. Knock, knock. But in history books, it's more about war and conquering, or how they came over and set claim to something that really wasn't theirs, but being prideful about, oh, we're the first here. In reality, no, you wasn't. In a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is we as people of color have achieved a lot, but we still have so much more to go. Our foundations are breaking down, our family structures are are not as strong as it used to be. I mean, I'm in a town, in a place called Page, Arizona, maybe 6 hours away from Phoenix. I love the setting because it's family orientated. My kids are friends with other kids. It's a small town. Um, it's not that many people of color here. There's a few here. When we see each other, I know I acknowledge us. You know what I'm saying? I do like the setting. It took me a minute. I'm gonna be honest. Did not like it in the beginning, but it took me a minute to really grasp it or grab. Did I say that right? Grasp it or grab it, more or less. Um, it took me when I was working in Vegas. It made me appreciate it more, and I understand it now. I understand that, especially as I get older, especially for my kids, the setting. I want them to be in a comfortable setting. And I go to my kids' schools. I spend an hour in each other class and to help them to keep them on track. And but these are the things that I instill in them that was never instilled in me because me being a boys and girls home most of my in my younger life growing up, I never had that type of structure of a parent, a biological parent coming to check in on me. So I tell myself when I do have a family, do the best that I can of what I never had or never was given to me. And all I'm saying, the main thing what I'm trying to say, we as people need to realize our worth, come together, where our families build it, make it stronger, realize that, hey, stop killing each other, stop putting each other down. We're worth so much more. We're I mean, we're beautiful people, and that's all I'm saying. This is, I just want to start this off. It's Sunday morning. It's 12:12 where I'm at. But I just wanted to start this off with you guys of what things to come. And I'm definitely going to be more on it. Cause I have to do it probably late at night when my kids are asleep. Cause if I do it here, my kids will be all up in my screen. Um, they really would. They'd be screaming their names and they want to be on video with me. Matter of fact, you might see a couple videos I will do with my kids. Because they see what daddy loves to do and they want to be part of it. So I'll say I will post some of their videos on my channel. I hope you will like it. You may not see too much of them, but once in a while you might see a video here of them talking about their games or whatever. But back to what I was saying, I just want to sign out. I want to tell you guys, please stay strong, stay beautiful, and not just my culture, any other culture. And I just want to start this off on a positive note and let you guys know, hey, we all in this together. Let's make this life of ours the best that we can for our younger youth, for our children. Leave them something precious and real, and then also just advocate for each other and our children to make the world a better place for them. All right, because at the end of the day, all this stuff we have, we can't take with us, regardless of what the fuck they say. You can leave it to people, but we can't take it. Take it with us at the end of the day. My main thing, what I love, is memories with my kids. If I die right now, I want to take my memories and say, you know what? I did the best that I can as a person, as a father, as a human. I made mistakes. Not saying I'm perfect, but hey, I just want to do the best that I can as I can. This is Just Roy, aka Just. You guys have a blessed and beautiful day. Y'all stay real. Peace.